It was told the subjects, and it kept all that knowledge about that subjects inside the memory. It could, and it did get tripped up, I noticed, when it couldn't answer.
Well, what I'm saying is that
And it could go to disk.
if the questions are orientated toward data retrieval questions, right? So what is this, how much is that, that type of thing, the computer will naturally be better. But if it has to do with reasoned logic and things like that, then the humans might have a
Well,
chance.
they are applying Watson, the very real application, they're applying it to healthcare to see if it can suggest better healthcare treatment than doctors, or catch mistakes that the doctors overlook, and they're finding it useful. Personally, I think a lot of these people think, hey, that's how we'll beat it. Kasparov was a chess champion,
Yeah.
so that's how he beat it in one movie.
Yeah, the thought I like is put them both in a room together and ask and see which one finds the chess table faster.
All right, now if you all like, we can go here and take a pop quiz. Let's see how well you do here. Okay. Let's see. So, now that you've heard me, and hopefully you're paying attention, what do you think is the correct answer? Which is the world's first supercomputer here? Is it the tabulator at Columbia University, or the CDC 6400, or the Cray 1, or the Cray 2?
It's either the 6400 or the 1. Yeah,
Sir,
let's go
you
with the
are
1.
correct. How did Ed McMahon say it to John? You are correct, sir. The CDC 6400 is considered the world's first supercomputer, invented by the same guy who made the Cray 1 Seymour Cray.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
Okay, now out of all of these machines, which one actually, remember that cube diagram I showed you? Which one uses a cube diagram as its architecture or network topology? The Cray XT3, or the Blue Gene, or the Fujitsu, or all of the above?
I think I'll go for 5.
Well, let's find out. All of the above, you are correct. In fact, the Fujitsu has a 6-dimensional version rather than the 5-dimensional. So it's even a little bit more complicated. I like the name, the Tofu Network.
Yeah.
Okay, this was again somewhere in the slides. Which was the first petaflop supercomputer? Now remember, petaflop.
Said Roadrunner.
There you go, Roadrunner. That is indeed correct. June 2008, 5 years ago. And then, oh, this is, well, this wasn't in the slide, but it was in the news, so I included it here. The world's first 100 petaflop supercomputer was announced by what country? China.
China.
Yeah, there you go. The Tianhe 2. I used to remember what Tianhe stood for. It's something like Galaxy Way or Milky Way or something. And by the way, it's going to get about 50 petaflops, but they're going to keep building it so that in 2015 it will be actually completed. Now, assuming technology marches the way it does, when will we have the first exascale or exaflop system? 2018. Absolutely correct.
But you don't believe it.
Yes, that is correct. I don't believe it. I'm just saying this is when they think
Right.
they'll have it. This was not in the slides, but I included it because the supplier is a local supplier right here in southeastern Michigan. But what does PBS stand for when it comes to high performance computing?
Performance based, the benchmark system.
Benchmark, yeah.
Nope. It stands for Portable Batch System. In fact,
Oh.
it's sold by Altair, which is out on Big Beaver Road and John R. Altair sells PBS.
So you still can get an Altair computer?
No. Altair doesn't make computers. The name of the company, Jim Scapa, was inspired by the MITS, M-I-T-S, Altair, and that's what he named his company. They do CAE software, but they also sell PBS software. Originally it was called NQE or NQS, and then you can get the open source version, and there's now Open PBS and PBS Pro, which is what they sell. In Torque is a spin-off that's sold by Adaptive Computing out in Utah. Now this math question. All right, so the current petaflop computer, which was retired, we all know its speed, 1 quadrillion calculations per second. If 1,000 of you could do 1 floating point operation per second, and there are 1,000 of you working, and you were fed water and food and enough Red Bull to keep you awake, how long would it take you to complete the same amount of calculations that this machine would do? How many years? What do I hear? Do I hear 17 years? 3,000 years? 31,000 years? 300,000 years? Any takers? The prize will be this laser pointer. Well, let's not beat our heads too much. It's 31,000 years.
Wow.
We'll be dead skeletons by the time we get to 1 second. And even then they say this is not enough, we need a bigger machine.
How are you gonna feed me that long?
I don't know, stick a tube and put you in the movie Matrix or something? I don't know.
Oh, cool.
Okay. And with that, I thank you very much.
Well, let's, I want to show the URL.
Oh, yes.
That was excellent.
Wow.
Why don't you